Hello. I wanted to talk about Ebsco, which is one of the databases that's available on the CWI library. If you go to the CWI homepage and click on the students at the top, then you will see the library option, and you can click on library. That will take you to our databases in the CWI library. On the CWI library page, you will notice the quick links at the bottom, and the two that I use the most often are Ebsco, which is the Academic Search Complete, and Credo Reference. If you click on Ebsco and are off campus, then you will have to put in your CWI ID number to log in. That will take you into the Ebsco host database, and I suggest that you select Advanced Search. In the bar under the search bar, you'll see search options, basic search, advanced search, visual search, and search history. Click on Advanced Search. That will give you several fields that you can fill in. I've chosen compassion fatigue, and I've also chosen to limit the search at the bottom. You can see that I've chosen full text and scholarly journals. These are peer-reviewed sources, academic journals. You don't have to select scholarly journals. If you leave that search limitation off, then you'll also pull up articles from Time, Newsweek, and the Wall Street Journal, and other periodicals. Those are sometimes interesting as well, but if you're writing a research paper, you need to include scholarly peer-reviewed journal articles. And then I generally select English as the language. If you scroll down, you'll see languages as an option, and you can select whatever languages you want. Since English is the only language I speak fluently, I don't like to weed through all the other languages and just select English. I've also chosen to put in my search terms. They have to be in the abstract, and this will eliminate articles that just mention compassion somewhere in the article and fatigue somewhere in the article, but it's not the major idea. And this limited the number of articles by quite a few. So if I look at compassion and fatigue, where those words are in the abstract, I get 99 results. And those are only full text articles that are scholarly, peer-reviewed, and in English. If you don't select full text, you'll get a lot of abstracts, and abstracts are a short paragraph summary which isn't enough information to cite for a research paper. On the side are some tools, and one of the tools that's very helpful is the cite, this icon. If you click on the cite icon, you will be given the APA format reference. So skip the AMA reference, go to the APA reference, and if you highlight and copy and paste, then you can paste that reference directly into your reference page for your research paper. And it already has the correct format for the hanging indent, where the second line is tabbed over from the first line. This allows us, when we're reading through a list of references, to quickly identify the first author of each reference in alphabetical order. If I go back to the main screen, when carrying hurts, I can click on the PDF full text on the left-hand side, and that will give me the entire article that I'll then be able to read. And here's the article. It's about 10 pages long. And it's in a journal called Chaplaincy Today. On the left-hand side, you can see the other articles that are also in that journal. And so you can read some of the other articles as well. And you can print this, save it to your flash drive, or just read it and take notes for things that you would like to refer to in your paper. I suggest that you do print a copy or save a copy, because later when you go to write your paper, you might want to access additional information that you hadn't written down. And sometimes it can be hard to find an article that you had seen before. If we go back to the library page on the CWI homepage, I wanted to talk a little bit about Credo Reference. It's the second quick link. Credo Reference will take you to another search engine, and you can do a concept map where you put a concept like compassion fatigue or post-traumatic stress disorder into your search, and it'll tell you related terms, related concepts. And that might be helpful if it generates ideas of other things that you could also look at. And again, if you're off campus, you're going to have to put in your username and password. If you have any trouble with that, email the library and ask them to verify your username and password. Credo Reference has encyclopedias, dictionaries, medical terminology. It's a very academic source for high quality definitions, explanations, and background information. So instead of using dictionary.com or Merriam-Webster online, the Credo Reference would give a more academic definition for your research paper. When you write a research paper, it's very important to use peer-reviewed sources. These are academic and very credible and prestigious, because they're not only written by experts in the field, they're also reviewed by those same experts. This is one way that we maintain objectivity and high standards in the information that is presented. Peer-reviewed sources are more difficult to read and understand. They're written at a higher reading level. They use a lot of unfamiliar terminology and expect that you have some background knowledge. However, just persist, reread them, and look up any unfamiliar words. I hope you enjoy the research process and finding out more about a subject that interests you.